So we're going to get into NFL, specifically the NFL draft and Shedeur Sanders, right? Have y'all been paying attention to Shedeur during this whole draft process? Now, I want to preface this by saying every player gets scrutinized during the draft process. That's not new, right? Everybody's going to nitpick because you want to make sure you get the right guy. But the way Shedeur Sanders has been getting scrutinized is ridiculous, okay? This is a kid who, he's a quarterback of Colorado, who doesn't know. He's also the son of Deion Sanders, right? Deion Sanders, Hall of Fame NFL player, elite athlete, two-sport athlete, played for the Cincinnati Reds as well and the Atlanta Braves in baseball. He was that guy. So arguably the greatest cornerback ever. His son, the quarterback at Colorado, Shedeur, is one of the best quarterbacks, one of the best quarterback prospects in this draft, him and Cam Ward, 1A, 1B. What kind of flavor you like, right? That's basically how you look at it in terms of who would get picked first. More people are leaning towards Cam Ward, and that's fine. But if you are a franchise, if you are one or two franchises that need a quarterback, Shedeur Sanders should be your pick. But he's getting scrutinized for the silliest stuff, right? He opted out of doing the NFL Combine. He was invited to it, but opted doing it. He said he would just do the interviews. So the response from the media is that he's brash and arrogant, right? Brash. So for those of you who don't know, that's the term they use for black players when they're confident, is they're brash, right? Like, he's not supposed to be confident in the work he put in. He got invited to the NFL Combine. He's clearly good, right? He put the work in. You see it on film. You've seen it at Jackson State all the way up to Colorado, turning around programs that were bad. So his work ethic speaks for itself, and his game speaks for itself. So to call him brash is ridiculous. So they nitpick that. They don't like the way he interviews. Okay. So then he goes and does the pro day at Colorado. And they nitpick him patting the football when he throws it. It's like, come on, man. Y'all can't find anything wrong with this kid. So y'all nitpick stuff. Patting the football. All your favorite quarterbacks pat the football when they throw it. All right? Tom Brady, okay? Dan Marino, John Elway, Joe Montana, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. Everybody pats the damn football when they throw it, okay? And the reason they do it is for timing and rhythm. Okay. And they typically only do it on deep throws. So when you got somebody down the field, you pat the ball because of the rhythm, right? Or the timing, and then you let it go. That's what he does. So that's what they was trying to nitpick in pro day. Now, it'd be different if he was patting the football on like slants or quick routes, because you don't want to give that time. And I mean, you don't want to give that up. That's kind of a tell if you're a DN, right? If somebody patting the football on a quick route, they know to get their hands up, can deflect the pass, whatever. DBs can see it. But on a deep route, everybody does it. And if you watch his pro day, that's when he was doing it. But then you turn on these sports shows and that's what they nitpick. So why is this the narrative? Okay. They act like he's not a leader in the community, an intelligent player. He's going to graduate college. His teammates love him. He's a consummate pro already. He's been in the spotlight. He has all the intangibles that you would want from your quarterback. And get this. They asked him about not performing at the combine and just doing the interviews. You know what his answer was? He said, I didn't want to do the combine. I'd rather do a pro day at Colorado because I know all 32 scouts for every team will come to Colorado to see me. And then all of my guys that didn't get a chance to get invited to the combine get looked at by the other teams. Is that not what you want in your franchise quarterback? Somebody that cares about the team, the rest of the guys, very Tom Brady-esque. It's not an accident that Tom Brady's his mentor, right? When you got guys like Jimmy Horn Jr., oh man, we get all 32 teams coming. I'm about to show out. And Shedeur setting it up for them. So you don't hear that side of the story. You hear that he patting the football when he throws it, or he's too brash in his interviews. It's ridiculous. But I'm going to tell y'all, I know the reason why they're doing it. It's because this is how they can get at Deion Sanders. right? They couldn't get at him as a player. He was too damn good, right? Prime time. He talked the talk. He walked the walk. He backed it up. He won Super Bowls, right? He told y'all I wanted out of Atlanta. Everybody said he was crazy. I'm talking about Deion Sanders in the 90s. He wanted out of Atlanta because Atlanta wasn't winning. Said, send me to a team that's winning. He goes to the 49ers. They win a Super Bowl, right? For whatever reason, he leaves San Francisco and ends up in Dallas. The very next season, he wins another Super Bowl with the Dallas Cowboys. He's a winner. He calls his shots. Everywhere he goes, he's successful. They tried to paint him bad at Jackson State. All he did was elevate their program, bring money in, lose money, give his own money to Jackson State. But nobody talks about that. And then he leaves the program, got him all sorts of endorsements, shined a light on HBCUs, had College Game Day come to an HBCU, right? Then he goes to Colorado, a team that was literally last in college football in probably everything, and elevates them to a winning record in 2 years. And his son is the quarterback of these teams that he elevated. And everybody knows in order to have a successful football team, you need a good quarterback. And Shedeur Sanders spearheaded that. But you can't get at Deion no more. He don't play. So we going to get at him through his son. And that's the narrative. They're trying to nitpick and find ways to hurt Deion Sanders through Shedeur. But Shedeur ain't going to let it work, right? Because he's too good. He's too good of an athlete, too good of a player, too good of a person to let it affect him. And that's why I think if you are one or two franchises that need a quarterback, Shedeur Sanders has to be one of those picks, right? They talk about him too confident. They called Cassius Clay in the 60s. He was the Louisville Lip. That was his nickname because he talked too much. He was too arrogant, but he won championships. He called himself the greatest of all time before anybody else because he understood how hard he worked, right? Same thing with Shedeur. We're just in a new day and age, right? He understands the work he put in, and he's going to congratulate himself. If you ain't happy for yourself, who else going to be happy, right? He got to go out and perform. He clearly has put in the work. That's why all of the scouts were at his combine or at his pro day. So y'all let me know what y'all think. I already told y'all how I feel. The narrative is bogus. And the only reason they coming at Shedeur is because they can't get at Deion. So they got to go through his son. But I think he's going to be a great quarterback. He has all of the intangibles and all the attributes. On the football side, just go watch the film. The dude is accurate as hell. He throws darts. He moves the pocket. The offensive line was mediocre at best at Colorado for the 2 years he was there. And the running game barely existed. And he still was able to elevate this team, right? Get them to a bowl game. And 2 years before they came, they had one win. So y'all tell me, the kid can win. He's smart. He's accurate. Good teammate. Everything you would want in a quarterback. So why not Shedeur? Again, the X Factor Sports Podcast, YouTube and Rumble every Wednesday night. I know the Mavs and the Laker game is on right now. Luka back in Dallas, so y'all probably enjoying that. But be sure to like, share, subscribe, and follow the X Factor Sports Podcast on all platforms, especially catch me on any of the audio if you don't want to watch the show.